Hello everybody, I am Tom and you were watching me play Baldur's Gate 3. So, in the last episode we beat Orin the Red. Orin the Red is dead. But we also saved Gale, so let's go talk to him, shall we?
Always at your side.
How you going, bud?
I've been threatened with the sharp end of a dagger before, but never with such a monster as Orin holding the blade. It certainly would have been a disappointment to spend so long resisting the instructions of my own god, only to die as the plaything of someone else's.
True. She made a grave mistake in taking you, one I was happy to punish her for.
I'm grateful that you did. Most would have abandoned me to my fate, rather than take on a chosen of the god of murder. I hope we never see Orin's like again. Mind flayers and absolutists I can handle, but she was nothing but cruelty and carnage. Another whose god should go unworshipped.
Definitely potential.
Orin was a monster, whatever her form. I suppose growing up somewhere like this would make a monster of anyone.
Potentially.
Orin's dead, which means we have taken one step closer to slaughtering the fetid Elder Brain.
Alright, so let's go to Sorcerous Sundries, which is actually kind of close to the lower city wall. We want to go this way, right? This looks like Sorcerous Sundries, doesn't it? Hey, Aridin.
Let me back in. I'll bring Lorroakin out here, you tin tube. You tell Lorroakin I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up.
Oh, fuck off.
What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it.
I found the night song. Turns out it wasn't a relic, but an Asima.
Anathema? Hells. If I'd known, I'd have asked for more gold. Kidnapping costs more than theft. Don't forget, I'm the one who gave you that contract. I want my cut.
Fuck off, dude. Piss off.
I ought to knock some sense into you. But you know what? I'm too goddamn tired. If she's out there, I'm gonna find her. You mark my words.
Oh, stand up. You're slouching.
Examine the armor to discern its nature. I assume it's just an enchanted armor, right? It is a natural one. I will use some inspiration because I have 4. 27, that's a bit better.
This armor is a construct animated by powerful magic. It has no soul or power of speech, but it follows the directives of its master. It feels no pain and knows no morality. It will act on behalf of its master and perish when the magic that binds it is severed.
Mind if I head inside? Alright. It doesn't seem to care. Lorroakin's projection, huh? Let's talk to Lorroakin's projection to begin with.
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorcerous Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Lorroakin, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the night song, say night song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
Trade.
You're sure to find what you're looking for.
Before we do anything else, let's trade and look through what they've got. For starters, man has some spells. Chain Lightning, Jesus Christ, Circle of Death, Odaluk's Freezing Sphere, Scroll of Wall of Ice, Conjure Elementals, Seeming, Disintegrate, Globe of Invulnerability, Cloud Kill, Cone of... He has every spell. He seems to have pretty much every spell, which is kind of nutty. He also has a hat. Birthright, +2 to Charisma, up to 22. You can actually exceed the Charisma cap, which is kind of nutty. Alright, well I sold a bunch of stuff and got myself a hat. It's actually a pretty nice hat, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Let's get on with it.
Can't give up now.
Alright, we're back. I have a new hat, and I coloured everything purple. I'm liking my new look, if I'm being perfectly honest. Alright, let's talk to Lae'zel again.
Welcome back to Sorcerous Sundries. How can I help you?
Night Song.
The provision of information that leads to the retrieval of the Night Song is worth a great deal to Master Lae'zel. Do you have information regarding the Night Song?
Yes.
Please proceed upstairs for further instructions. Thank you. Please come again soon, and have a magical day.
Cool, so we have to go upstairs. While we're down here, though, I kind of want to talk to some people, perhaps? The Tome Monger.
I want to have a word. Perhaps we ought to ask what they have in the...
Literature department. Can I help you?
I'd be interested in any especially rare tomes you might have.
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
I'd be interested in any especially rare tomes you might have.
Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Lae'zel was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy.
Annals of Karsus?
Any of those interest you?
The Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly.
It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
I can't explain now, but it's very important we get hold of that book. Very, very important.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the Crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
Sounds perfect. How much want me to buy it from you?
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The annals of Carsus are best left unread.
Let's see. So we could pay. I came all the way here from Neverwinter to my collection. Couldn't I just pick in the vault? I could just threaten her, or we could do a persuasion. Isn't it your job to share knowledge, not keep it locked away? At least tell me where the vault is. Let's go with the persuasion. I have advantage on it. $33.
Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either.
Surely there's some amount of gold that could convince you to part with the book.
Psst. I already told you. It is locked in our vault. And with good reason. Imagine if a tome so dangerous was sold to someone with such poor comprehension.
I've learned more than enough.
You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tomes is enough to stimulate most.
They'll probably have even less tomorrow.
How can I help you?
What do you have on offer?
Scrolls, parchments, codices, tomes. Take a look and see what calls you.
She also sells a bunch of scrolls. I bite. Definitely interesting. Well, let's head upstairs.
I see. Not a dicky bird. It's really quite disappointing.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Lae'zel's time, reconsider.
You recognize this image projection spell from your studies, though you'd expect a great wizard to execute it less shoddily.
Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Interesting.
Let's see what this does.
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity. The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own.
Well, I know which one it is.
The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike. The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts.
Well, let's choose the right portal, shall we?
Hold very still, Midclaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. McClaw, you may go. I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand, hmm? Surely my worthless apprentice wouldn't have allowed you to waste my time.
You must be the wizard Lorokin.
And you must have an answer to my request. If you want to keep your head, of course. The night song. Do you have it or not?
What do you want with her?
She? Then you do know her. You've been to Shah's temple. To the Shadowfell. You've looked upon the Night Song's face. Tell me, and choose your next words carefully. Where is she now?
Interesting. Why do you want her so badly?
I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. There's very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
Very clever contraption. Let me guess, like Ketheric Thorn before you, you wish to become immortal.
It didn't work out for poor Ketheric, did it? He was a fool. A desperate mercenary who poured out his soul to whichever god flattered him. I serve no god, but that which stares back at me in the mirror. The Night Song will be put to a grand purpose, equalizing man and god. Whoever helps me attain that which I seek will be greatly rewarded.
There's more in divinity than lifespan. Ensnaring an immortal won't make you a god.
Of course not. But perhaps, after enough lifetimes, I might make a start of it.
Fair point.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons. His own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
What's that? I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent tone was clear enough.
Pitying, not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach. The crown of Karsus. Once we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed. I'll be able to stand against Mystra and wrest her powers from her for the betterment of all.
The crown of Karsus? Nonsense. Even if it still existed, you couldn't possibly handle its power.
Perhaps you could not. But Netherill's power is in my blood. And Mystra? I know her in ways that most mortals can only dream of.
Ah. So it is you. Mystra's discarded lapdog. And now you think your bark is cause to make me tremble?
There is no need for me to bark. My actions will speak for themselves. In time.
Then go. Axe. I'll open a fine vintage in your name once word of your failure reaches me.
Sorry to tell you, but she's dead. Ran through with a Sharon spear.
Dead? That cannot be. It is immortal. A god.
Not anymore, thanks to me.
You don't know what you've done. And you never will. Oh, how exhausting it is, interacting with inferior minds and their vulgar motivations. Leave me to my ruminations.
Myrmidon. Hey, Miklo.
You'll bring him the night song, won't you? He'll be so very pleased, so very happy if his plans materialize.
There's a bunch of different Myrmidons, which is interesting to say the least. Whoa. Now let's go through the portal. So we need to get into what's her name's office and steal a book. Without being seen, preferably. That involves finding her office. How about we just do this?
Just not a few. A couple turns should do it.
Easy.
To pick up some hair ointment.
Clasped book, huh?
But Dad doesn't have any hair. That's why we need the ointment.
A portal.
Butterflies before me.
The Sorcerous Vault. Well. It is no secret that yours is the finest collection of records within our fair city. This scroll brings you a query I believe only you can resolve. It is a long-held bit of lore within my family that we're descendants of lae'zel Silverhand through my mother's line. Though no existing genealogy can confirm our claim, would you be so kind as to investigate the matter? It would have been a great deal to my grandmother's Haverfoss, who is poorly at the moment. The family name is Gradle. Hopefully yours, Ember Layman. Supreme healing, vaulting, and nice. Corpse Rose, Weave Moss, and Swarming Toadstool. Cool.
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Leroican.
I mean, I may get disintegrated here. Really, what we want is,
God.
Watch the shadows.
Just don't roughen up your customers.
Can we go now? In a little.
let's bring my whole team down here so I'm not by myself. It's probably a smarter idea. Also, Astarion is here, which means we'll be able to pick some locks a bit better, I think. Traps everywhere, seemingly. Elminster, Karsus, Silverhand. Well, let's do Karsus first, I suppose. A star in.
Now.
Yes, now.
Stay low.
Disarm this one, please.
Someone's left a trap out for us. The annals must be behind Karsus' door.
Lockpicking impossible.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever. Best get in and out.
Lockpicking impossible. What did I click?
Let's see.
Surprise.
There are
Caution is warranted here.
Well, there are traps everywhere. Good to know. I like how you're just not sneaking at the moment.
If this isn't important.
So we have a bunch of different doors we can go through. So we went through the Silverhand door, right? Start with Abjuration, I guess.
There are traps about. Traps? How considerate.
All right.
Silver.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Unlock hereby the path to the Karsus vault.
Interesting. Karsus vault unlocked. Shadow Wild Demon. Fuck it, let's go Demon. Interesting. +1 glaive. Let's loot with you.
No, never mind.
+1 great axe. Gold chalice. May guests be warned. It is a great paradox among our kind, who so value the art of learning, that we believe ourselves ever cannier than the ones who came before. If envy is the disease of the artist, hubris is that of the wizard. Though I fear my warning will fall on deaf ears, I will say it again. The closer a wizard creeps to the domain of the divine, the closer oblivion creeps with him. I thought myself an equal to Mystra and devised a plan to make myself her equal. I would pluck one strand of weave and contain it within an amulet I spent the better portion of my years devising. How regret instantly heaved itself upon my head. I was trapped within the amulet instantaneously and passed around from collector to curio hall for the better part of a millennium. Only now that I am freed, with barely the strength to hold my quill, can I leave this final warning as testimony. We have Scroll of Dethrone. Shred a foe's very essence by pulling the strands of the weave. I can learn this spell? 30 to 80 necrotic damage. Sure. Sure. Sure, sure, sure. Sure, 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 sure. Now that is a spell. 10d6 plus 20 necrotic damage. I can only do it once per long rest, interestingly. Interesting. What is the saving throw for this? A con save, okay. The Annals of Karsus.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page.
There you go.
That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood.
A design you could follow?
Not from scratch. Unless you happen to have several pounds of the purest Netherese metals in that pack of yours. Don't worry. I'm not asking you to surrender anything else on my account. What's called for here is something altogether different. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it.
To what end?
To every end you can imagine. And 1,000 more beyond. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them.
And do you think Mistra will let you do this?
I don't know. Ao does not look kindly on gods meddling in mortal affairs. She may have no choice but to stand by and let events unfold. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor.
Which would be me. And you believe yourself to be that successor?
Not until this moment. But I can't help beginning to see such a destiny unfold before me. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mistra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things,
But he never managed that. Long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please. At least think on it.
Pursuit of knowledge and power is in our nature. There's no question. You must do this.
I'm glad you can recognize this for the opportunity it is. Nevertheless, not a step to take lightly. It's our future that I'm thinking of. Can't rely on anyone else to do it for us. For now, we've learned all we can.
I plan on stealing this helm from him, by the way.
We cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
Can I read it? Or did it go to Gale?
Yes.
An ancient handwritten book, rebound at least twice. That purports to be notes written by the Mage Karsus himself. Much of it is in a personal wizard cipher, but the final page is written in clear text. My great spell of transcendence is mine alone, not to be committed to ink and parchment. But I have also forged 3 supreme enchanted items that are the physical embodiments of my wizardry, and of them I shall make record. There is a crown, an orb, and a scepter, each nigh alive, and with their own power and purpose. And these I call the regalia of Karsus. The crown of Karsus, to attract the absorbed magical knowledge, and give the wearer dominion over himself so that he remains his own entity apart from the weave. The orb of Karsus, a storage device or battery that condenses mystical power, ever gathering so that it must be siphoned at intervals of its excess. And the scepter of Karsus, an instrument of projection, a focusing utensil for the precise wielding of unimaginable vast forces. Know of these items you must, for if I fail to achieve immortality, they will persist, and I dare say, live on beyond me. Interesting. I want all of these things.
No time to rest. I bet that'll fit in my pack.
Maragon halberd and a longsword +1. I think I got everything out of here. And I want to go into the Elminster Vault as well, so let's go back into Silverhand. We went Abjuration, let's try Illusion. That took us straight back, so let's go back to Silverhand, I guess. Evocation. That could go to Elminster.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
What is it?
Beautiful. So they are all disarmed.
Let's see. Be careful. There are traps about. Be careful.
Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
So unlock the Elminster Vault as well. And we have Gate, Invulnerability, and Foresight. Let's go through Invulnerability, I guess. Let me bring the rest of my party with them. Although I am interested... Where does Gate take me?
Here goes nothing.
Let's go to the same spot. No, it doesn't. Let's try transmutation, because I think this is the only one I haven't tried. Hello. Okay. I think I actually have a mental map of everything there now, by the way.
Don't waste us.
Hilariously. Let us head to the Elminster Vault, shall we? Gilded chest.
What's hiding here?
Another gilded chest. Chain Lightning and Disintegrate, both incredible spells. Which apparently I already had. After I level up, I'll be able to learn them. Display case, huh?
Let's have some fun.
Let's lockpick this. Easy done.
Bit of caution never hurt.
The Tharasite Codex. The pages are covered in esoteric symbols and strange runes, some indecipherable, but some strangely familiar. Your eyes are drawn to one page describing a long-lost book, The Necromancy of Thay. These are the secrets of life and death known only to the Red Wizards. Committing such secrets to parchment is a risk they are loath to take, lest the unworthy gaze upon them. Who better, then, to guard their secrets than the spirits of the jealous dead themselves? To look upon the Necromancy of Thay is to risk madness at the hands of its spirits. But the wise traveller who can thread the line between life and death will find knowledge witnessed by precious few mortals. The rest of the entry details the precautions and risks associated with reading the text, but lays out a clear path to unraveling the secrets contained in this tome.
Best be on my way.
Interesting. Warning, extremely powerful knowledge may include curses. Interesting. I wonder if I can use that to learn more powerful necromancy. Okay, so I think we're now good to leave. Well, let's make sure everyone is sneaking, shall we? There we go. I noticed I have 12 health. Brilliant. Yeah, let's just teleport out. Hello? Notice I have 12 health. Your constitution score is reduced by 5 while cursed by the Tharasite Codex Warped Arcana. Interesting. I am cursed. I just want to remove the curse, I wonder. I'm definitely intrigued by this. So we have some things to do. I think what we're going to do now, that's going to be enough for this episode. What I'm going to do is level everybody up. Puts me to level 11. Which is definitely interesting because we get, at level 11, we should get a 5th level spell slot, I think. Sorry, a 6th level spell slot, more to the point. Arcane Gate might be worth. The reason I chose those spells specifically is because a lot of these other spells I can now learn just by the fact that... Light, already know. Chain Lightning, learn. I got a 2nd scroll of Dethrone, apparently. Which is cool. Means Gale can learn it too. Disintegrate. Learn that spell, please. 50 to 100 damage. If the 50 to 100 force damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, it disintegrates into a crumbly ash. Oy, good spell. Eye bites. Globe of invulnerability. Auto's irresistible dance. Phantasmal killer we already know. Sunbeam. Okay. Shadowheart, level up time. Gets access to Blade Barrier, which is insane. Create Undead. Harm. Heal. Hero's Feast. Didn't know that was in the game. Whenever on a run you can't be poisoned, diseased, or frightened, your HP increases and your maximum wisdom saves with advantage. Planar ally. Beseech one of these otherworldly entities for aid. Which is cool. Do I have a 6th level spell on Shadowheart? I don't. What did it fill that I don't care about? Let's drop that for Planar Ally, because it's very useful. Get a Cambion, a Diva, or a Jhin. Alright, next up we have Asterion. Now the real question. The hell do I do with Asterion? Is there a benefit to going to level 7 on either of these classes? Kind of, yet. Evasion on Rogue. But I think what we actually do is 2 levels of Fighter. Because I can take the... What's archery do? Plus 2 bonus to ranged weapon attacks. That's alright, but defense is just good. You get the +1 to the bonus AC. And then the 2nd level of Fighter, we get Action Surge, right? So when he's at max level, he will have a lot of attacks per turn when he can blast through an Action Surge. Gale, you can level up as well. I care less about your level up than I do other characters, if I'm being perfectly honest. Congrats, bud. Spells. Chain Lightning. Globe of Invulnerability, sure. I care very little about Gales, if I'm being perfectly honest. I need to figure out how to get rid of a curse on me. Like, I can get rid of it. She can remove curse. I'm 90% sure she has remove curse as a spell. Somewhere. What else? Remove curse. There we go. Remove all curses and hexes affecting it. So I can remove the curse. That's not really an issue.
No one stopped me yet.
But I want the power that I get from it. You know what I mean? Alright, we're back. So, I'm going to end the episode here. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I am cursed. And I can get rid of the curse with Shadowheart. She has removed curse, it is a spell she knows. But I want to get the benefit of the book without being cursed. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll see you next time, guys. I'll actually take a short rest because I did walk into some traps, so we may as well heal everybody up. But we'll see you next time.